Thanks for tuning into my video on our trip to, you guessed it, Newfoundland. We did in early June of 2025, just this month, and we had a fabulous trip. I just want to give you some pointers of where we went and some hopefully great pictures and video. So this is how it went. We flew in from Toronto and went into St. John's, which was an easy flight, and rented a car, which we thought was pretty expensive, and made a beeline to St. John's. And once we got there, we went into our hotel and just started moseying about the harbor, taking some pictures, just looking around, just kind of chilling out for a while. And we walked along the harbor and saw some stuff, and finally ended up at the War Memorial. And took a couple pictures there, and started to get a little bit hungry. So Cameron did a little research, and he found this place called Sinang, and it got some pretty good reviews, so we thought we'd try it out. And of course, when I go to a place, I like to try something different, and I always ask the people there, well, what's the best? And the waitress said, try this. I can't say what it is, but check it out what it looks like. Now, doesn't that look damn good to you? And this is actually what it was. Now, would you still eat it? It was freaking yummy. I'd have it again. Anyhow, after that, we were pretty well bagged and went back to the hotel and called it a day. Okay, on day 2, after having breakfast and feeling bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, we jumped in the car and made a beeline to Twillingate. And the reason why we made a beeline to Twillingate, because we were kind of in a hurry to see the icebergs, not knowing that it takes a long time for an iceberg to melt. So we didn't have to get there that soon. But anyhow, we buggered off and headed to Twillingate. That's about 4.5, 5 hours drive, but we took our time and got there about 1 o'clock. And this is what the road was like on the way there. It's a beautiful drive. Traffic is a piece of cake compared to around here in Ontario anyhow. And on the way there, we finally saw our first iceberg. And, of course, we had to pull over. And this is what it looked like from a distance, probably about 5-6 miles out in the harbor. We were amazed. That was our very first iceberg. And we're talking to some gentlemen there that were actually harvesting lobster. They had them in a tank. I don't have a picture of it. I wish I did. But they had them in a tank. There was like 7,000 lobsters in there. And they probably thought we're screwy just by, taking a picture of this iceberg out in the middle of nowhere. Anyhow, so he gave us some directions how to get to one up and close. And on the way there, I made a wrong turn. Yep, me, truck driver, made a wrong turn. And we came across this. It was freaking cool. Glad I made the wrong turn. What do you think of that? That was pretty cool, eh? Now things are starting to be fun. Anyhow, we jumped in the car after this, and we started heading further north to Twillingate, and we're still in search of that iceberg. And guess what? We found it. And this is what we came up with. Well, after being mesmerized by our first iceberg, we went on to Twillingate to our accommodations, which was Iceberg Alley Bed and Breakfast. Now, Wendy and Danny are the greatest hosts you could possibly think of. They were great to us, great food, looked after us, and the following day, Danny took us out for a little boat ride so we could check out the icebergs close and personal. That I will show you later on, but this is what their place looks like. following day, Danny took us out for a boat ride. And this is a photo of Danny. Danny is a very knowledgeable, courteous, and safe operator. He took us out there in the bergs and got close and personal and got to see some magnificent sights. We also saw some bald eagles and some whales way off in the distance. So here's some video and some pictures of our outing on the boat. Ready to rock?
Are you taking my picture?
No, we're just taking a little video there.
Oh, a video, great. Great.
After our boat ride with Danny, checking out the icebergs, we went for a hike at French Beach Cove. Well, the next day is a travel day. We're heading from Twillingate and heading to Fogo Island. We have to take a ferry across, and then we stay at a place called Escape by the Sea. Some kind of a seaside cottages. Get 1 or 2 bedroom. We just happen to have a 1 bedroom with a pull-out because we booked a little bit late. But they're beautiful, right by the sea. You get to hear the ocean lapping at the side of the shore there. And we also wanted to do some touring around the island. Never been to Fogo Island before, but the highlight for the day there was supposed to be Fogo Island Inn. I don't know if many of you heard of that, but if you Google it, you can find out more about it. We're just there for dinner, and that was quite an experience. By themselves.
Maybe. I don't want to get shit for.
Not bad yourself?
Oh, not so bad.
Not so bad. Morning. Tell me when you want me to stop.
Excuse me, miss, this seat's taken. Excuse me, miss.
Hey, here's your coffee.
My cruise look.
Oh, it's awesome. It feels great.
Of course, when going to Fogo Island, you have to go to Growler's Ice Cream on John Batt's arm for a little refreshment. And it was so good that we actually went there twice. You guys ready for ice cream?
Sure.
Ready for ice cream.
Way to go. Come on.
Jams.
Later that evening, we did some fine dining at Fogo Island Inn, and it's a 3-star Michelin restaurant. We only went for food. We didn't go to spend the night. But anyhow, I made a reservation a couple months ago, and so we got the best seat in the house. When we got there, we were the only ones there when we got there, but by the time we left, it was full.
Everybody's taking
Yeah, check it out.
Suave.
Mom wants to know. She's very curious.
Oh, really? All right.
I think that's one of the buildings over there too. You see the platform with the white.
It was busy later on, and I didn't recognize anybody there, but I guess a lot of celebrities go there. I don't know. Didn't see anybody that I knew there, and they certainly didn't know who I was.
Look at my picture.
How was your visit, ma'am?
I have no words.
No words, you're
No
speechless. That's hard to say, you're speechless.
I know. Imagine me.
Yeah, imagine you speechless.
Imagine. I don't know. It was quite the experience.
Yep.
Well, the following day, we had to burn off all those calories from ice cream and fine dining, so we went for a hike. We went to 2 trails. We went to Lion's Den and Brimstone Head Trail. They were different because they didn't have a whole lot of scenery, if you know what I mean, a lot of trees and stuff like that. It was just along the coast. Quite barren, actually. It seemed like kind of Icelandic feel to it. Still was a great hike. Here's some video of that. Today we had a bit of a easy day, a filler day, take it easy day. So we decided to go for a walk along the Joe Batt's Arm Trail, the land of the Great Auk, which is a bronze bird at the end of the trail. It's easy, you know, nice and flat along the coastline, scenic. It took a couple hours to do it, but you could do it faster if you wanted. But you know me, taking pictures and stuff like that. And we also visited a shop where they make furniture. They do it for Fogo Island Inn. Anybody can get it done there. You have it shipped to your house. Beautiful furniture, great quality. And that was pretty well it for the day. Just a nice relaxing day. Enjoying the scenery. Yeah, you gotta check this coastline out. Easy walking along here. As you can see, Cindy's out there noodling around, as she always does on the coast. She's a water baby, as she says, and lots of exploring to go along here. Okay, while sleeping at night at Escape by the Sea, since we're right along the seashore, at nighttime we heard this low noise, which woke me up, and I looked outside, and you could see these lights off into the water. It looked like a alien spacecraft hovering out there, but in reality, it was the boats out there catching their crab traps and unloading them. It was really kind of cool, but it was really kind of weird too at the same time, working at night. I wonder why they work at night, but they're out there at night trawling along all night long. It was very neat though. Today is another travel day. We're boarding a ferry and leaving Fogo Island and heading to Port Rexton, where we're going to be staying at Fisher's Lodge Inn and also do some hiking on Skerwink Trail, which is, I think, Canada's top 10 list for hiking. It's an amazing trail. I've been there before and looking forward to seeing it again. This time, hopefully I have some great photos from that too.
I'm not a mind reader.
Not a mind reader.
Huh? Nope. I am not.
Cool. Cool.
Maybe it's a. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
Pretty neato.
I don't know if this was here before.
I don't remember. No.
Of the what you say?
Black-legged kittiwake.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
As you can see on the trail, it's comfortable. It's not cold, but it was windy that day. It was just a howling up. So, and it also kept the bugs away though. So it was a good day for hiking. After a good outing and hiking, we needed a bite to eat, so we went to the Port Rexton Brewery, which is kind of a unique place. It's a brewery with a gut truck or sandwich wagon right beside it because they couldn't get a license for sell food, so this is how they work together. Food was great, and the atmosphere was pretty cool inside. It was very rustic and fun going.
Like, they're gonna be 9 this summer.
I love your mug.
Yeah, look at them.
He's got tea. He's hot.
Well, today is a rain day. It was soggy all day long, but we made the most of it. So we made a drive up to Bonavista to check out the lighthouse, and we just happened to get lucky. When we were up there, there was puffins. It was rainy, but we made the best of it, and we got some pictures of the puffins. Then after that, we drove around the harbor and checked out some old boats. One looks like kind of like a shipwreck, and just snooped around.
An old engine block. this looks familiar.
Really?
We walked through here,
Have we?
I think.
Where's the school?
I don't know, we're gonna find out. What a wood the guy's got. To the left.
What? Oh.
Today is a travel day. We're leaving Port Rexton and we're heading towards St. John's. But on the way, we're going to go through Brigus, Dildo, and there's a shipwreck at Concession Bay. So if you got time at the end of the day, we will probably do Quidi Vidi too. Anyhow, this is what we came up with. Hopefully you like them. Quidi Vidi Harbor is a beautiful little harbor full of fishing boats, restaurants, a brewery. It's very picturesque. We spent a couple hours there in the evening just poking around, and I came up with some pretty cool pictures. Well, I want to thank you for making it to the end of my video. This is the final day, and this is the day we hiked, the North Head Trail Loop on Signal Hill. And we did some sightseeing downtown. Just kind of a chill day. Knowing it was our last day, we didn't want to do too much. It was a lot of fun still. And since you managed to stay to the end, I want to celebrate by having one of our finest. Yes, this is a dildo beer. Yes, I hope you like it. I know I will. And cheers, everyone, for sticking it out with me. Thank you very much. Here's the picture show. Thanks. Blocking your view, sir.
Yeah? Can't escape from anywhere.
Gosh.
Caution.
Gosh. You can do it. Well, you're... Hi, wifey. Hi.
First looping up here.
No way, a looping? Where?
Yeah, today.
Oh, they're just starting out, isn't it? You're right. No matchy match. Up we go, eh? Nice.
Here's the mailbox.
There we go.
more stairs.